What's up guys, it's CJ from smartkeitai.com and today we're checking out Dillo Hills for Android. It's actually a clone of a recently released and now hit iPhone game called Tiny Wings. There's a free ad-supported version with just one choice of character and a full version for 99 cents which removes all the ads and offers a selection of 4 characters. Before we actually jump into the game, I just want to mention that the developer is still working to optimize it, so what you see here may not be indicative of what you'll see out of future versions. So just a little disclaimer there. So we'll jump into the settings, and as you can see we have 3 choices for graphics, and that's because the high setting requires that you have a high-end handset. Now I have a Nexus S which is pretty high up there, but unfortunately although it does run smooth on the high setting, there are some times where it does lag out and freeze up a bit. So for this video I'm going to set it to medium, and I believe most of you will probably want to set it to medium or low. Alright, so we're at the beginning of the level and we have this armadillo here, and he really wants to fly, but for obvious reasons he can't. But to work around that, he's actually going to use these hills as momentum to gain speed, and then he'll launch himself at the top of each peak to fly momentarily and then skip over a bunch of these little hills. Now what goes up must come down, so when he does come down you want him to transition smoothly so that he carries that momentum into the next jump. So you want to, when he lands, you want to make him land on a downward slope and then launch him again at the peak of the next hill. So you don't want to let him land right here, say, because that'll actually cause him to get hurt and your life will start to reduce dramatically. So we'll go ahead and tap the bottom portion of the screen to send him into a roll, and then let go to launch him. Do that again. You can see it's gaining a lot of speed now. So far so good. And you can actually tap and hold the upper portion of the screen and he'll glide a bit longer. As you can see, I didn't land in the right spot there, so he said ouch, and his life suffered a bit. Looks like we're coming at the end of this zone. So here's zone 2. Okay, that didn't go too well. There are also some birds that are flying in the air, and if you land on those you can actually bounce off of them. So that's another way to keep yourself in the air a little longer. So let's see if I can actually hit one. Looks like I flew over those. Ouch, that didn't go too well either. So here's the end of zone 2. So you can see my life is doing okay right now, but as you progress through the game, there's more hills and it becomes a lot harder to time the jumps and landings. But yeah, it's all about timing, so if you start to mess up, it really starts to pile on, and before you know it, it's game over. Alright, so here we go, zone 4. Bounced off of a mushroom there. That actually worked against me. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm not too good at it, but it is a lot of fun. It's a little bit easier off camera, but I think you get the idea of this game and how it can get addicting. So as you can see, I just lost right there. He flipped over. So let's go to the main menu real quick, and I'll show you some of the other characters. So we can go to choose character. Let's go with the turtle, just so you can see some of the animations that he has going on. So he hides in his shell when he's sliding down the hill. And he says, yay. Let's pick this guy. So he sort of surfs down these hills. So this is the full version, so you can see what kind of characters you get. In the ad-supported version, you just get that main armadillo character. But it is free. And this looks to be, I believe it's a penguin. So we'll go to play. Yep, and he slides on his belly. This one might be the most fun to play with, actually, at least in my opinion. But that's definitely going to hurt if he lands wrong, because he's sort of belly flopping. Ouch, there you go. So this was Dillo Hills for Android. It's a simple game but extremely addictive. I'll post more information about the game on smartkeitai.com, including links to the market, so be sure to hit the link in the description for that. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and as usual, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.